All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Had some minor technical difficulties. It is going to be a platinum game. We went from bronze to gold to plat.
That progression.
Yeah.
It's like a cheap and easy rock song. You know, like 4-chord progression.
Oh, okay, I see where you're going with that. I see where you're going with that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mr. MaximusBlack.
Yeah.
Hit me up with the sound of cheap 90s rock music.
Never again! They were 90s, right? Or maybe they're early 2000s.
Alright, okay, how about we go for cheap, early thousands, like, punk rock.
Punk rock?
Something about spiders, maybe. I was hoping that you were reading my fucking mind, but you're not with me
Something
today.
with spiders? Oh, okay. Where are you? And I'm so sorry. I cannot eat. I cannot sleep tonight. I need somebody, and always the cis race darkness comes creeping on, so haunting every time. And as I stared, I counted.
What'd you count?
Webs from all the spiders, catching things, eating their insides, like innocent Nicole, yo.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
What was that word?
I don't know. I just sing it how I hear it.
Indecision?
It like indecision to call you.
Oh, it's indecision.
I don't know. That's
My indecision to call you.
Well, I've been just saying what I hear.
I know. I was actually, when you were singing it, I knew that was coming because I've heard you sing it that exact fucking same way for like 10 years.
Okay.
I knew it was coming. I was hoping maybe that eventually you would know it was indecision. Now you know.
Well, I'm still gonna say it the way I say it.
Probably.
That's just the reality of it.
Probably.
So deal with it.
So
you're gonna hear it for another 10 more. So deal with it, motherfucker.
Okay.
Starting down here in the bottom left position, we've got Nectox. And up here in the top right, we have
Botox for your neck.
Stochtastic.
Stochtastic.
Cool.
Call them scholastic.
Oh, we got Protoss.
Yeah, there it is. This feels more normal.
We got a pylon block here. He's going to realize that this Zerg decided to go and take his third instead. Couple of links coming out. Going to get rid of that pylon and probably will chuck down a hatchery right after it is dead. Meanwhile, up here in the top right, we just got a Zealot, a Core, one Gas, simple shit. Probably going to go ahead and drop down that Nexus next and put a pylon and 2 more gates. That's what's going down, Jimmy Brown.
Ladies and gentlemen, Starcraft 2.
Starcraft 2. Legacy of the Void will completely change it.
First 4 minutes, you already know what the next 5 to 10 are going to be like.
That's right. That's what I love so much about Legacy of the Void. You start with the 12 drones or workers, and there's a lot of different openings that you can do. Like when I'm playing Zerg, I just go Nexus first right away. And there's just I mean, I'm sure it'll become the same way after so long, where there'll only be a certain amount of, builds that are going to be viable, but it's cool now because nobody really knows what the hell they're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a good time. So yeah, there's that pylon, but no third hatch here. So I don't know if this Zerg is just planning on getting metabolic boost, yes, and if is going to do like one big push on 2 base. Oh no, there it is. Okay. So there you go. Oh, hey, look, 2 gates.
Hey, not bad.
Not bad. JPEG.
It's almost like you
Here
play
comes
Protoss.
a pylon, and then the hold position.
No. No way.
I'm so good at this game.
No way.
Oh my goodness.
It's almost like you play Protoss.
It's almost like I do.
Almost.
But, you know, it is what it is.
We're not all the way there yet.
You know, I'm kind of impressed, though, because this is a platinum player, and he's making all the right steps.
Well, you know, by platinum, you would hope that at least you get the first 10 minutes of your build down.
Yeah, I suppose.
You gotta...
But a lot of platinum players get the platinum from just doing, like...
Micro?
1 or 2... Yeah, either they're good at micro, or they do 1 or 2 builds, and they just abuse certain builds that other players in their leagues just can't hold yet.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to get more of a fundamental grasp on the game as a whole, opposed to someone that has just gotten down a couple of builds like you know, like a really good player would, but has pretty terrible fundamental skills, kind of like me.
I was gonna say, that sounds like somebody I know.
Yeah, I mean, I have knowledge of the game.
Yeah.
But I'm just very cheesy all in. That's just my playstyle.
Yeah.
I find it fun.
Why not?
But what I like about Legacy of the Void is macro games are like 20 minutes now, so I feel more inclined to play macro because It's not like 40 minutes. I just fucking hate... The reason why I hate playing long games PvZ is because we just go to swarm hosts and it sucks balls. Yeah. And it's just... It's endless. It's like a 40, 50-minute game to fucking lose. And it's just annoying. So,
yeah, it's kind of like when you were against, like, if you went back to Brood War, like, it's like having Guardians. Eventually they get to Guardians and you've set up all of this shit, you're trying your best, and then suddenly Guardians.
Yeah, it just gets stupid, so it's whatever. The Lings managed to get in while the sentries are there.
Whoa!
He is going to lose probes.
Remember that time you were like, wow, I'm surprised Platinum is here and he's making all the right moves. This is the kind of shit that separates the Platinums from the Diamonds.
I actually don't think he lost. Whoops. I don't think he lost
a single probe.
He lost 1 unit.
That's pretty good.
He lost 1 unit. That was actually better than good. That actually turned out better for him because if he was just holding position, all those Lings would still be alive. But instead, he accidentally let them in. He did no damage, and now he's got a big lead.
That was both of them derping really hard, and Scholastic managing to actually derp less hard and taking a win out of it.
I like what Scholastic did there, or however you pronounce his name.
I'm going Scholastic, you know, like the books and stuff that you used to be able to get in school.
Scholastic or whatever.
Scholastic,
okay.
Yeah.
Scholastic did it, once he realized he fucked up, he immediately put a force field down at the ramp. I love that. So that way the Lings couldn't get up in the base and do some more damage. So that was very nicely played. Here comes a good timing attack here from Scholastic, putting up 2 random force fields for no apparent reason. Now a third for, once again, no apparent reason. A little bit better of a force field there. Going to be able to pick off the Queen, although now he's not even focus firing on it.
There you go.
There you go.
I was getting scared there for a second.
What you really want to do in this situation is not necessary. When you've got a lead like that, don't necessarily go for the third because you're actually giving the Zerg an opportunity to build up. Here, it's not a big deal because the Zerg he's playing is not all that great. But if I was in a game, I would immediately hit the natural because it allows you to cut off what's happening here. And normally, there isn't a whole lot happening over here at the third.
Think of it like this. If you're going up against the Zerg, we all know that the creep is like the most important thing for the Zerg to be able to access their expansions, to be able to get there in time, be effective. If you go in and you cut off the middle point between their main and their third, that effectively you get rid of a base one way or another. You stop them from being able to build up a bunch of spine crawlers while you're sitting at the third, which is usually what would have happened there. You just had defense out the ass. And you make sure to eliminate a lot of the creep that allows them to even get to the third faster, and it takes them more time to recover than having just gotten rid of the third.
Absolutely, and I love what Scholastic did there. Once he picked off a third and he left. Yeah. So that's good. I'm not saying what he did was bad. I'm saying it just could have been a little bit better. Sometimes attacking a third is... You need to do that, but it's very situational. Yeah. Like if you're doing a mortal sentry all in, depending on the map, sometimes you have to go to the third because the way the choke is. Here it's a little tough because if you do come in with an army and then you start getting flanked from each end, but it's really dependent on the game. This game in particular, he went up with those Lings, it did no damage and killed nothing, so it was a good opportunity for him to just nail his natural and go in and deal damage, and then go into sort of what Adam was saying, where you can cut off waves that are coming. But I'm still not complaining about what he did.
No, it's still
very well done.
He still did well.
But in certain situations, attacking the third sometimes isn't the best choice.
Absolutely,
no, for maximum damage.
He did absolutely
very well done.
Do it well, and yeah, like I would say that definitely the best thing that he did there was get out.
Get out, because he would have lost everything. Yeah.
And that's just another sign of decent awareness of what's going on, or just restraint. Sometimes you don't have to just keep going ham. You don't always have to be attacking all the time. You just kind of have to.
And that's something that I've been learning. And it's a big mistake that I make personally, is getting too careless and kind of getting amped up and thinking that you're stronger than what you are. Do the damage and get the fuck out. Yeah. Make your lead bigger instead of taking the chance, especially against Zerg, where they can just, remax so quickly or get a big amount of units so quickly. Just take your advantages and make those even bigger. If there's a chance that you can't end the game, then don't bother trying to end the game, because you can just do it later on and have a bigger army. So. Yeah, that's something that I've been learning and trying to fix on my game, because I get a little too crazy too.
Yeah, no, and this is what I was talking about before, but it's actually kind of in the reverse at the moment, is that you can see with the Zerg at the natural is just creeping out ahead.
Yep.
He's not trying to connect back up with his third, so you can imagine what would have happened if he had gotten rid of the second, or the natural.
Absolutely.
Then
This wouldn't even be
just that none of that is there,
Yep.
and the third is stranded entirely and is basically left defenseless.
Yeah. So it is what it is. And a lot of the time is too if he could have attacked the natural, a lot of the time is you can escape by going over towards the third,
and maybe
even getting
too.
the third on the way out, or at least picking off the queen and some drones.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Let's get off that. And here comes an attack.
I wouldn't do this.
At this point, this is stupid from Scholastic. He just needs to go. He's on 3 base. Zerg has been sitting on 2 for so long. He's now just getting his third. I like what he's doing here with these zealots. So if Zerg does push out, he's gonna have a hit squad to be able to take out this third. A fourth now going down as well. This Protoss really just needs to get some tech. Some really good force fields going down. I'd love to see a Guardian shield get popped up.
Okay.
Managing to cut off some of them.
Okay.
And he's gonna, pick off a few.
I'm gonna say that was value.
Yeah, it was value. It was good.
I'm gonna say it was value.
It was good. The problem is he's a lot of his focus is here, pretty much all of it. And this Zerg army is no joke. If he misses one force field, he's gonna find himself in a whole world of shit. Wow. And his minerals are just going up and up. He's not doing anything more back at base. It's a lot of roaches, man. And this could be a problem for him. He's gonna lose an immortal here on the far left side. There's a lot of roaches. The creep spread is there. He's got the speed on the creep, and he's gonna lose all of his sentries as well. That was bad. See, he overextended. Just what we were talking about. Overextended.
And he didn't actually use that hit squad to go back into the third, which would have been a great opportunity for him to do that because he really tied them up there.
Yep.
And worst case scenario, he might have split up the Roach army to try and deal with that, and it could have given him an opportunity with those force fields, which, let's be fair, in both of those fights were actually pretty good.
Yep.
It could have given him a chance to actually do even more damage, or at the very least get rid of that third. So now he's going to not be able to get rid of this. Even if he wanted to. I mean, he could do some fancy drops here and might be able to pull it off.
It's gonna be close. Oh, yeah, he's gonna get it.
There you go.
Well played. So that was a good pickoff, but at the same time, look at his fucking minerals. I mean, yeah, congratulations. You killed his 300 mineral hash.
You're pushing Oprah value right now with the money.
During all that time, he did absolutely nothing here. He needs, we're at the 17-minute mark. You have no AoE. How do you expect to win? I mean, you need to have Colossus or High Templar, and you got to assume that Zerg at this point is just going to do a quick switch to Muta once these roaches get wrecked, even if they do get wrecked at this point. Nice little hit squad down here, keeping the Zerg on 2 base, which is nice, but 153 supply to 139, and 65 of that 137 supply is probes.
Yeah, and he's going to actually go with Void Rays as his weapon of choice here. He is upgrading pretty heavily. He's really investing in those ground upgrades. He's getting a Dark Shrine. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, yeah, I would agree with you.
Zerg just needs to attack.
Yeah, Zerg would just attack and win the game right now. I agree with you. At this point, you really have to, think to yourself, why do I not just have AoE, in the form of Colossus?
Well, especially when you're banking 3,000 minerals.
Yeah.
At least start the tech so that it's an option for you.
Yeah, you got to keep that up.
I will say what Scholastic is doing here is he's buying time. Because there is a window, specifically when all the shit died, where Zerg just went up there and just wrecked his life. At the bare minimum, killed the third and have the Protoss on 2 base.
I still think the Zerg wins this fight.
Oh yeah, no, he does. There's just not enough. Even 2 Void Rays just not enough to kill.
Void Rays take a while to kill roaches.
If he was triple pumping out Void Rays or even double pumping them, he'd be in a little bit better position. But the harass is so good here from Scholastic that this Zerg just don't know what to do. Look, he's so indecisive. He's all over the place. He's cut up half of his army right now. For what? 4 zealots? This is an opportunity now for Scholastic to actually take a fight and win it.
Yeah, if Scholastic were to push in now, just like before, this is what the hit squad could have done before in that last battle. This really should have happened earlier, and he's
2 DTs
now
in here now too.
This is.
Look,
this probably shouldn't be working, but it is.
It is working. Look. More harassment, the third going down again.
It shouldn't be working, but it's working right now.
I gotta hand it to Scholastic, man. He's taking a bad situation and making it very good. Yes, his macro is well, it's shit. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's pretty bad, but he's doing a great job at this harassment. Look at these 2 DTs are in here, and what he's doing, what he may lack in one. Just rage quit.
Wow.
He just fucking straight up rage quit.
Wow. That's
saw this army and was like, no, I'm good.
That's crazy. That's crazy. You know, the Zerg definitely had a window to actually just go up and win.
It's platinum. It's platinum.
Yeah, well, of course, yeah. He had an opportunity. And even Scholastic had a lot more that he could have done there to do better. Certainly, he's just now getting that robotics. So, I mean, he had a lot more that he could have done more, correctly, so to speak. At the same time, he can't even ream on him too much because the Zerg was just going pure Roach.
Yeah, he's going, and you know what? This unit composition is perfectly fine for Roach.
Yeah, for pure Roach.
He's got what?
It's just one of those things.
Six immortal.
One of those things that eventually this kind of player is going to bite him in the ass hard.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, once he starts playing diamond players, this is just not going to work. The macro itself is just not going to work out for him. But it did for this game. It was super well played on all those harassment attacks, and just the Zerg just not knowing what to do. The pressure just got to him, and he just fell apart, and he took the game. Actually, wasn't that bad of a game.
No, I liked it quite a bit.
Pretty cool.
It's good stuff.
All right, guys. Well, that's going to be it. We'll see you on the next one. Hit that like button and send in your Legacy of the Void replays to lag.tvs.
Peace!